Living, clearly one of the best films of the last year. In fact, I kept saying my favorite is The Banshees initially. Then we have a good number of wonderful, wonderful motion pictures. Argentina 1985, All Quiet on the Western Front, The Quiet Girl, EO, indeed all the ones nominated for Best Picture in a Foreign Language. Some of the ones nominated for Best Motion Picture, except for Avatar, except for Top Gun, I will see much into that. Tar was not one of my favorites. Fableman's good, but not that outstanding. In my again. Women Talking. Living. Elvis is an excellent picture. Living is special. And I would give the Oscar to Bill Nye, and I would have to confess all the others, have them all share, because except I don't know about Brendan Fraser, but I hear it's impressive. Austin Butler was very good. Maybe we'll have him wait, literally, if it's a question of not giving so many Oscars. Have him wait a little because he's young. Bill Nye clearly deserves one because who knows when he has the chance again. I don't want to be mean. He was talking in an interview about an invasive procedure at the doctor. He mentioned it doesn't work. Well, it wasn't BBC, the public to hear about that, but it was. So we can speculate on that. Phenomenal as Mr. Williams in what is at the beginning a sort of Kafkaesque narrative, adapted by Kazuo Ishiguro, the Nobel Prize winner, the one who gave us Remains of the Day, and other wonderful works. Hadevi. Fumikiro Kurosawa. In fact, I will post another note. That one is written on the blog, in case you're interested. Yes, to begin with, he is the manager, so to say, of an office within the civil service in Britain, just after the war. A place where they just move papers around. They have a group of women who want desperately to set up a playground in a location which was bombed, ruins. But they can't do it because they're just pushed around, sent from one department to another. This is not for the Sparks. My dear lady, I'm sorry, but. And Mr. Williams himself, to begin with, is a rigid, inflexible, terminal clerk functionary. So he takes the petition and puts it on a high pile of other demands, and all those 5 or 6 in his office have high stacks of papers, of petitions, and demands from the public, which are just moved around and then parked for a while. All this is changing when he goes to the doctor, and we assume, in fact, after some time we know, following Chekhov's gun principle, if you show the gun in the first act, you have to use it later. That it's something serious, terminal. And then he takes off from the office, doesn't show up for some days, goes to enjoy himself, singing, drinking. And then after that, he changes. He makes it his life mission, sure, as it will be from now on, to help these women and see the playground up and running, so to say. And to conclude, this is an invitation to think about the meaning of life, to live intensely, to be involved in acts of kindness. That's because it's one of the most selfish things we can do, as Paul Blanchard, professor of positive psychology at Harvard, was saying. Because when you do good, you aside from the general moral thing to do, ethical and so on, in itself, it comes back. You feel coming back the positivities, the happiness, you become happier, and then it's a virtuous circle. You can do more good and it comes back and so on. It is a very generous, very good film, work of art, because it's thought-provoking, because it can change your perspective. There is even that spiel in it. So the people working in the office talk with each other in the train and want to emulate, want to use the example of Mr. Williams. They even swear to it somehow, promise. But they don't keep to the promise. So there's that second layer added. Okay, so seeing this movie, you get to see, to learn that, okay, life is short, you have to help others, you have to live, to vivre à fond, to use the French, to use flow, Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, look it up on the internet, the conditions of flow, maximum experience. Terminal. But then keep to this. That's the other me. It has the potential to change your life, but be careful to keep to it, not just see this movie, think a little, a day or two, and then goodbye, Mr. Williams. Wonderful, wonderful motion picture.